Good morning, the honorable adjudicators. As the first speaker of the government side, today I would like to discuss the motion of this House believes that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessities. Now, as a status quo, currently, as we all know, governments are providing scholarships to students who has achievements. Although there are scholarships for people in need, it is not exclusively for people who are in need. As in, those with achievements can still get in with a higher chance. For example, if someone poor would to enter this scholarship program without any achievement, and someone rich will enter this program with more achievement, the one they choose over is the one richer, the one who has more achievements, not the one who are in more needs because they can't afford it. So what's the problem with this? The problem with this is that there are still a lot of students who still can't afford higher levels of education or even formal education because they can't afford it, especially in developing countries where most people are still poor or still on the lower standards of quality of life. Now, we should be prioritizing on everyone, especially those who can't provide themselves with formal education, to get an education. Due to this, our side believes that scholarships should be given on the base of financial necessities. Now, because the motion is vague, we will limit this motion into an educational scholarship, and also because this motion is more prominent or it affects mainly on those developing countries, we will be discussing this on developing countries where the standard quality of life is lower than those of an advanced country. Now, first of all, an educational scholarship is a fund in terms of money given to someone to support their education. Usually, it is given by governments or officials to someone who has achieved something or is in need of the fund. We'll be discussing about the government's given scholarship because that's what we have control over. As I said, the problem with this, especially in developing countries, is that some students still can't afford it. And we have a solution for this. So we will create an exclusive program of scholarships for people who are financially unable to afford formal education. Why should we do this? Because, first of all, the competition between poor people and someone who is financially capable is just totally unfair. Someone who has more tools will have the edge over the poor people. Why is this? Because those who are financially more capable can provide themselves with more materials, with more knowledge. They can go to courses, they can buy more books, and in turn, because they can provide themselves with the tools, they have a better chance of getting the achievements. While those who are poor, they can't afford books, they can't afford to go to courses, and problem is some of them doesn't even have internet and they can't even apply to these competitions or achievements that they can get. And second, those who aren't financially stable will not have the motivation if this quo status continues to go on. Why is this? Because they know that they can't compete with those who are richer. Because they know that they are ill-equipped, they don't have enough books, while the richer person has books, has internet, has courses, and so their motivation will go down, and in turn, they won't study, they won't want to compete because they know they can't go in, and they will not secure themselves a good education. This scholarship also won't neglect those with a higher potential as well. We will make this a hybrid program which includes all of people who are financially can't afford it, but we will also filter those with tests and scores to further select the candidates into a more suitable one. So we will select those who perform better but are financially unable to afford a better education or a formal education. Now, how will we execute this program? So first, we will filter who is qualified for the scholarship. First of all, it will be a student, which we will do by doing a background filter. We will check where he came from, or which region he came from, like what is his parents' average income, can he afford it, and can he secure a proper future? If we don't give them the scholarship. If he can't, then he will be eligible for the scholarship. One of our main filter is that people that can't afford any sort of higher education and no prospect of their own future, so they can't secure themselves a stable income. For example, we will choose people who without getting our scholarships won't get any income, not people who, if they don't get our scholarships, they can still continue their mother's or parents' job and secure themselves and be able to complete their own daily necessities. We won't choose people like that, but we will choose people who just can't secure themselves a future because they can't do anything if they don't get our scholarships. Now, we will provide these small tuitions first to further test how they do academically. So we will put them on a test on like a small trial of an academic institution, and we'll see which one of them performs better. And after that, the one who performs better will be the one who gets the full entire scholarships. This scholarship will consist of the full tuition fee of whatever program they take and for how many every years, and this will also cover fully their living expenses. We will give them a certain amount of money that we think is enough to cover their daily living expenses. Now, then we will transfer them to a public education facility because it will be easier to cooperate with a public facility because the government can easily have connections with them. And also, we can help them find side jobs to make it a cheaper program. And also, we will check on their performance occasionally, like maybe monthly or 2 times a month, and see if their performance is dropping. If their performance is dropping, then we will not give them the full scholarship. Now, what good impact will come out of this? First of all, we are providing a chance to everyone who wouldn't else be able to afford it. So people who won't be able to afford it has a chance to secure a better future from this. We are providing those with a chance to establish a proper future so they can support themselves, they can support their family, they can get a better income and provide more wealth for themselves. In turn, this will boost our economy and higher our quality of life for people. The average quality of life people will get higher. And will also raise the quality of human resources by providing education to help advance the country. We can use this human education, this human resource that we just educated for our own benefit. And also, because of the increasing demand in job, we can also reduce the amount of unemployment because providing them with education means that they have a higher chance of securing a better job and reducing unemployment. Now, due to this, we firmly believe that our side deserves to win. Our current situation are just unfair to the poor, and with our solution, we will create a better chance for more people to be able to secure themselves a better future. Thank you.